morning everybody. Let's continue our quest in the world of the data visualizations. So today we are going to discuss about one important terminology or the concept that has been coined in recent years, that is the visual analysis. What simply that visual analysis is there? It's just exploring the data visually with the help of the graphics, with the help of the charts, with the help of the different plots, right? You are trying to get more and more insights from the data that you have analyzed over there. Okay, so now what happens, why there is a really necessity for such kind of analysis technique, why such kind of analysis technique is required over there? Because so usually what happens, right, people play with the data, they will explore it and they figure out some observations from that particular data over there. Okay, and the next stage that comes into, right, whatever observations, whatever insights those have been derived out of that data, right, those has to be revealed to somebody else. The audiences are different than the person who is working on that particular data as such. Now in order to present those observations, those insights to the audiences, to the stakeholders over there, right, it has to be present in a particular manner, and that particular manner is also termed as a storytelling, right? So you basically what you are doing with the visual analysis, right, you are putting a lot of amount of time in order to do the exploration about the data that is present over there. You are trying to figure out whether there is a relation between the variables those are present in the data set. Is there something outlier is present in that particular data set over there? And with the help of the different visuals, right, you are making sure that whatever your the observations or the hypothesis that you have in mind, whatever questions you have in mind, right, you are trying to get answer to those questions by this particular visual analysis technique over there. Now once those observations, those patterns that you have found out, right, those has to be communicated to other world. So now basically what you will be doing, you will be drafting a story with all the observations, with all the exploration activities that you have carried out on your data over there. Okay, so basically you will be doing two actions in this particular visual analysis, right? Maybe you are changing the data, right? Let's say at a first moment of time you are saying sum of sales group by region over there, and you later you realize that the region is kind of hierarchy also present is there, right? Maybe country, region has a state and city into that one. So the moment I will go and I can change my group by option over there, and I can visualize the data. The visualization will basically remain same, but the underlying data that is there, right, that is getting changed over there. What is the another activity I will be doing over there? Maybe I am looking at a sum of sales by region over there, right, and initially I start with the pie graph over there. Okay, so now but maybe afterwards, right, maybe I will come after learning about this data visualization course, right, I am quite sure that you will be very well aware about the drawbacks those are associated with the 3D formatting, the pie graphs and all that, and maybe I will be going in search of looking the appropriate visualization that is suitable for this particular for the question for which I am trying to get the answer over there. So instead of using the pie graph, maybe I will just showcase that information with the bar graph over there. So now the data is also changing, and at the same time for some of the questions, right, the visual itself will be changing. So these are the basic two activities, two actions that you will be doing in the process of the visual analysis. But really why this problem has arisen, why there is a need for such a specialized technique of the visual analysis as such. So as you are seeing, right, there are three issues, those are prominent issues those are involved over there, right. So whatever those information display mediums are there, those are not sufficient, those are inadequate over there. Okay, there's a lot of tools are there, those they say that we provide you the exploration capabilities over there, you can go ahead and play with your data, and you can find out those particular insights from it, but still many of the tools are lacking those or they are just using that terminology, that EDA, they are able to do, they are able to support that exploratory data analysis, but really those capabilities are missing from the tools or the options that users have at their hand. The third thing, even if the tools support those kind of things over there, right, so whatever user interfaces they have created for that purpose, okay, so those visual interfaces themselves are very difficult to use over there. So let's go ahead and discuss about each of these aspects in little bit detailed manner over there. So now if I give you this data set, right, what usually that data set will be containing, it will be the lot of rows where records will be present inside that one, and lot of features will be present. Basically what it what is captured inside that data set, event has occurred somewhere and appropriate main entry has made into your data set over there, and now that data set has been made available to you for analysis. It will have the categorical attributes there, numerical attributes there, maybe boolean or some other date time related features will be also part of that particular data set over there. Now when I am focusing mostly, right, when you will be doing this analysis, mostly what explorations you are interested in, you are trying to compare different attributes, different features those are present inside that data set over there. Okay, so now playing just with these numbers in the spreadsheet kind of thing, right, in a tabular manner where rows are there and the columns are there, maybe I will not be in a right position to derive the insights from whatever that numbers and whatever those characters those have been shown to me in that particular cell of that particular spreadsheet software over there. Maybe if the data size is, volume of the data is very less, maybe I will be able to cope up with that one, right? Maybe I can use my mental processing power in order to figure out the patterns out of it. But if as and when the size of the data will keep on increasing, right, that task will itself will become difficult. So now so that means whatever that spreadsheets, right, the rows and columns, those are not right way in order to carry out the pattern analysis or to find out the observations or insights from your data as such, right. What we require here, right, maybe a simple tool that will help me to have a look at that particular data from different angle with the help of the different charts and different graphs those are present over there, right. Maybe I can summarize that particular data. Even if the another alternative I can do with the tabular data, I can condense it, I can summarize it, right. But even if the number of categories those are present in that summarized data, right, if they are too much, then again I will fail in order to get answers to my questions over there. And the more and more questions I will be having in my mind, the analysis will be becoming more and more difficult for me. So for that purpose, right, I need to have some tool that will provide me appropriate ways by which I can represent that particular information or the data that I do have in my mind. Okay, so many tools are there, right? They say that we support some kind of what do you say, ad hoc exploration capabilities over there. What is meaning of the ad hoc analysis basically is that the data, the handle is given to you, right? Now you are in the driver's seat over there and the data is sitting in front of you, and now you can turn up and down, left and right, and you can apply all the techniques that you know by which you can extract out the patterns, observations out of that data, right? You are raising one hypothesis, you are putting one question, getting answer to it, then you are looking from the same problem from the different angle, maybe you are again getting the answer and you are going deep into that particular whatever analysis you are doing over there, and you are trying to figure out your own patterns by that one. Many software says that such capabilities are over there, right? But what is the usual thing, right, that happens? Maybe those are kind of predefined queries or predefined templates those have been provided, right? A wizard kind of thing is given, a step-by-step approach you have to use, and then only you will be able to get the answer to your questions, right? So for one or two analysis, for one or two problems, right, maybe I can utilize for that kind of pre-canned templates like a thing over there. But if I do have numerous questions, a lot of questions that needs an answer, right, which I need to explore with the help of the data, then might be those solutions will not fit in over there, right? So what is the alternative for me in that scenario? That I need to go to the IT department and get their help to get answer to my questions over there. So now we require tools basically for that will get rid of all these dependencies on the IT department over there, right? You give me the data, you give me the platform, and you give me a simple way by which I can interact with my data. So that are the exploratory capabilities those are expected from a tool over there. The third point that comes in, right, it is about the user interface. Though some softwares are there which says that the exploration capabilities are present inside them, within them, right? But in order to learn that how to use of the different actions, different techniques those have, or different interaction activities those are supported by that particular tool, right, I need to invest a lot of amount of time, right? Once I am getting familiar with that particular tool, or maybe getting expertise in the respective the features those are supported by that particular tool, right, a lot amount of time is involved in that learning itself, right. My objective is to find out the observation from the data, not to learn that particular tool as such and then make utilization. The whatever interface that you are providing to me, right, it should be straightforward, very easy to use, right. Maybe a declarative kind of interface that I would like, right. Give me some options over there, give me different panes over there, I will just do the drag and drop and I will just assemble that particular visualization with the help of the different features that you expose as part of your simple user interfaces. So because of these three problems, right, people started thinking about it, what are the possible solutions or what are the improvements those are required into the existing tools those were present. And in Stanford, right, a few PhD scholars came together and they started discussing about all these aspects, right, all these issues, what people were facing when they were doing they were trying to carry out the analysis with the data, and that has given birth to this particular very popular data exploration tool, data visualization tool that is present in the market, that is the Tableau. So in upcoming lectures, we will go ahead and explore the different things, different aspects of this particular Tableau products ecosystem as such. Thank you.